celebration of the evolution of local government system in Nigeria and celebration of the role, sacrifice, and contribution of founding fathers, the bureaucrats in the system that Nulge represents. And again, this year's celebration is specifically dedicated to celebrate the giant step, the courageous political move by Mr. President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who took the bull by the horn by bringing in genuity and courage, uncommon courage, to seek judicial interpretation and affirmation of the existence of local government independence, as affirmed by the Supreme Court judgment of October 11, 2024. So without fiscal autonomy has come back to local government system, vibrancy has come to local government system. Services to be rendered to the Nigerian masses has become the order of the day. Notwithstanding the surreptitious and criminal move by some hijackers of local government funds, who earlier claimed that they are not preferring local government funds, which we have attested to, that they've been stealing, misapplying, misappropriating, and diverting local government funds. The desperation in legislating illegally against the Supreme Court judgment, which we have seen as incoherent with the provision of Nigerian Constitution that gives supremacy to Supreme Court affirmation, has clearly proved that our allegations are right. And we therefore want to sound a note of warning to some of them. Now, unless there's a desist from their perilous move, they will regret, they will have themselves.
Okay, sir. Considering the magnanimity of and the kind gesture of Mr. President, what is your call to local government staff?
Local government are ever ready. They are well trained, thoroughbred professionals. We have PhD holders, we have technical, we have consultants. In the local government system, it is a highly professionalized sector. What has been beating the contribution of local government to national development has been because local government has been systematically raped and crippled over years. And the fund meant for development and programs in the local government has been hijacked, seized. Now that the fund is back, there is a lifeline in local government. Wait for a better day for Nigerian people.
Okay, moving forward, sir, we know that our President Bola Ahmed has also increased the salary of the workers generally, 7,000 minimum wage. As your, what do you call for your member towards development, and also what is the expectation of you from there?
Well, let me say the money we are paying, Mr. President, but the money is not enough. Like Oliver Twist, we ask for more. Because local government workers work within an endangered environment. We work within a very challenging environment that are very hazardous. We are prone to risk. We are prone to kidnapping, death. We don't enjoy social amenities like all of you live in the towns. We live in the rural area where we don't have electricity, where the road terrain is very bad, where you don't enjoy basic amenities of life. So that's why we use the opportunity to demand for rural workers' allowance for local government workers. Many of our members have been killed, they were kidnapped, some of them paid ransom. Even president of our union has suffered that criminality by some people. So for us, we believe that if we make local government work by giving equipment, give infrastructural support to local government, that president procure plants and equipment like graders, start boilers, cess-fit emptiers, refuse evacuators, and equip the vocational skill centers in local government. Women and youth will be well trained, they will enjoy vocational job, and because no employer of labor can provide employment for everybody. So what you need to do is to train them, teach them how to fish, don't give them fish. That's why we believe that some of the social intervention cannot go far. You don't give a poor person who is hungry money and you say you are investing. What you need to do is to give him the basic skill and empower him to move. Some people can survive on 20,000 if they are well trained and they are equipped. You give them what they need. They are good to go, and that will grow the local economy.
Lastly, democracy permits government by the majority. We are talking about local government autonomy.
In a normal atmosphere.
How do we separate local government autonomy from free fair elections. We see a situation where a governor handpicked people and made them chairman of local government. And we are talking about local government. Don't you see that if a governor has the power to put somebody as chairman, it may definitely have power over the finance of that local government.
Maybe you are not following up on our recommendations that has been widely published. And therefore, draw attention to go and read it. It's been published. Our recommendation is that autonomy itself should not be allowed to be entirely free. It must be regulated within the confine of the law. So I believe is that there must be transparency and accountability in the local government system, because local government workers and politicians are not angels; they are Nigerians. Corruption exists everywhere. So we believe that what we need to do is to give institutional backup to make our institution very strong, to regulate the practices of financial responsibility, make them accountable. So we believe that even when we have this wishy-washy election going on, what we termed coronation, not election, we have recommended today the solution to that. The solution is not far-fetched. We believe in devolution of power. Power must be the one where people reside, and they reside in the local government. So I believe is that we don't need to ask INEC to conduct local government election. If we are talking about devolution of power, what we need is to look at the composition of State Independent Electoral Commission. And we have so far recommended that 2 members out of that 9 members recommended by Nulge should be a partisan member, that is representative of a registered political party domiciled in the state. They will have only 2 members. Representative of NUJ should be there, journalist. 1 representative from NNC, 1 representative from TUC, MBA should be there. Representative of Youth Council, the youth should be there. Representative of women should be there. And they should be allowed to determine who lead them. They should be able to appoint among themselves the chairman and secretary. You know, if a 9-member committee sits in a place and there's only 2 that are politicians, 7 are non-politicians, there's no way 2 can influence 7. So we believe that funding of State Independent Electoral Commission has become an issue because the governors are the one funding it, and you pay the pipers to take the tools. So I believe is that 10% of gross budget of INEC should be set aside for conduct of local government elections.
Thank you very much.
So that they will be accountable to higher body. Again, we believe that any system that is not regulated is prone to corruption. So I believe is that there must be electoral service commission in Nigeria, like Judicial Service Commission, that will monitor, regulate, and punish corrupt electoral officers in Nigeria, both at federal level, state level, and local government level, because the absolute power corrupt absolutely. Most of those who conducting this wishy-washy thing are not accountable politically. Nobody punish them. Nobody look at what they are doing. If you know that there's an regulatory agency that can punish you, you be careful of what.
Thank you very much.